guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2023. I cannot believe we are in a new year. That last year literally flew by, but I'm so excited, and this is like one of my most favorite times, is that sort of new year period, getting everything planned and ready for the new year, creating new goals and just like having sort of a nice, fresh, easy start, not putting too much pressure on myself, but just building on who I am from the previous year and the goals that I want to achieve. So I thought I would sit down and run through my 2023 goals for you guys. If you haven't created them already, hopefully this gives you maybe a little bit of inspiration, or maybe you can take some of my goals if they also relate to how you feel, but I just thought I would share my 2023 goals. So I've written them down on my phone, so that is why I'm referring to my phone. And I've split them up into like 4 categories. So health, personal, finance, and then business/work. I'm going to read out a few of them, and some I will keep to myself. I've created 3 words for 2023 that I just sort of want to always come back to. I feel like it's such a great way to like have an intention for the new year going forward, and just always remind yourself of those 3 words. So my 3 words are balance, nurture, and flow, and I have my reasons for them. Obviously, going into this year, I'm getting married, so there's lots of things going on, planning, saving, and basically I just want to balance between my work, wedding planning, and life, making sure I'm still looking after myself. Nurture is just nurturing all of my relationships that I have. I feel like it's just such a year for relationships, and I think obviously a big one going into that is me getting married. So I want to make sure I'm nurturing that relationship with John, but not even just with John. I just want to nurture my relationships with the close people in my life, making time for them, checking in on them, just putting my best foot forward in all of my relationships. And then flow, I just want to like flow within all the aspects of my life, like whether that be through literally my cycle. I want to flow in all the work that I do, just make sure everything is in alignment with who I am. And I had that great one come up from I think her name is Sam. I follow her on Instagram. Yeah, it's called Aligned. She's called Aligned by Sam is her Instagram handle, and I saw that she posted flow and her reasoning behind it, and it was exactly how I wanted to feel going into this new year. So I got that word from Aligned by Sam. So they're my 3 words for the new year. So let's just start with my goals. So my first one is health. So health, I want to keep daily movement in my practice and increase to more intense workouts. If you haven't been following me, I have recently, well not recently, I think it was the end of September, I signed up to the Pilates class, and it has been the first time that I've actually stuck to doing workouts. So it's a really big deal for me that I'm continuing it and I haven't just fallen off the radar. So I want to be able to keep that in my practice every morning or whenever I choose to do it, and then also increase to the more intense workouts that they have on the platform. My second one is to monitor and be with my cycle. Like I just want to know where my emotions are at, with where my cycle is, and just listen to my body in that way. My third one is to take dance classes for myself. If you don't know, I'm a hip-hop teacher. It's amazing. I love teaching, but a lot of the time it's just me choreographing and coming up with all of the content myself. So I sort of want to fill my cup up in that way, that I can take dance classes for myself and dance for me again, rather than teaching a whole bunch of students. And my last health goal is a digital detox every month. I did do that in last year, and I just noticed that it was so helpful for me, especially with my job as being a marketing manager, social media manager, and all of that stuff. I am very technology based, and I'm on the computer literally all day every day, on my phone, on stories, like doing so much on technology that sometimes I really just need to step back And so having that one day where I can literally just put my phone in a bedside table and not look at it is honestly amazing, and I get so much done. So this is something that I definitely want to take into 2023 as well. My personal goals for this year is to try new restaurants in Brisbane / Noosa. John and I have been loving trying new restaurants. We've done a lot on the coast and also in the Gold Coast, so we would like to try some new places in Brisbane or Noosa area. Another goal of mine is to create a hard copy book every 3 months. So yes, we have our phones, but I love looking at photos like in a photo album. I always go over to my mum's house and just like go through the photo albums every once in a while. So I just think so much can happen, especially in this year. Like I said, I'm getting married, if you didn't know. I keep saying that over and over again, but just like this year is a really big one in general. So I want to do every 3 months or maybe every 6 months, making a photo book out of that so I can keep hold of those for years to come. One that I said was a year for nurturing relationships, so I touched on that before when I spoke on my word. I want to get outdoor furniture this year. We have a little patio area outside currently with nothing on it. And I just feel like we could definitely use the space a lot better if we had some furniture where we could just sit out and chill outside. So that is something that I want to tick off. I have quite a few, to be honest with you guys. They're little small things. I feel like they're easily manageable. I want to document more things, so like what shows I watched this year, the books I've read this year, key moments throughout the year. So that's just something I want to write down, because I feel like I always just tend to forget what I've read, and just like you can look back. I love looking back at things and seeing what I did. My next one is to take a Polaroid once a month and on special occasions. So I just want to create a book with 1 Polaroid a month, and then that's sort of like the general outlook of what our year looked like. I want to read 20 books this year, enjoy the wedding process as well. I know some people can find it quite stressful, so I want to make sure that I'm doing a lot of things ahead of time and just sort of enjoying the process rather than stressing about it. My next goal is to get married. I mean, that's not really a goal because it's definitely happening, hopefully, I think. But that's just one of my goals. Another one is to have confidence and love towards myself. And the last personal goal is to go to the beach more. I want to take the time to get out more in nature, and I live so close to the beach and it's literally right there, so might as well go and just fill up my cup that way. So they were my personal goals. There were a lot in there, but as I said, they're like small little things that I can just add on in my day-to-day practices, so it's not like a big thing that I'm trying to overachieve, I suppose. My finance goals. So our goal is to fully fund the wedding. We are not getting loans out. We are not, yeah, that's not happening for us. So we are funding it all ourselves, making sure we've saved enough and all of that stuff. So just continuing on our budget and checking in every now and then just to make sure we're still on track and everything is fine. We are also going to fully fund our honeymoon as well, so we are currently starting to save for that now also, as we're in the year that we're going to go. So fully funding that too. I want to really budget and split accounts for different savings, bills, etc. And so I've created a budget spreadsheet this year. It's not something that I've had in the past because it was really easy to manage my own self, but now with a lot of different things that we're saving for, I just want to make sure I'm keeping track of where everything is going. And towards the end of the year, so after the wedding, after our honeymoon, I would love to start to save for a new car and to also travel into 2024. I would love to travel a lot in 2024, 2025, so that's something I would love to start saving for as well. My business and work goals. I would love to focus on my own social media through reels and photos. I love creating reels. I think it's so much fun. It's just a nice little snippet. It doesn't take too long for me to create, and it's just like lovely to look back on it again. I feel like that's a common theme. I love looking back at things. But I would love to focus on my own social media and hopefully grow them a bit more, a couple more YouTube videos coming into this year with all the wedding content going on as well. So that is a focus for me. Another one is I have been taking a Facebook ads course, so I would love to get that finished by end of January, start of February, finish that off for the year, so I can really hone in on those ad skills as well in my job. And I've got a couple on here that I'm just going to keep personal because they're like work related goals, so I'll keep that to myself. So that is my 2023 goals. I know I feel like that's a lot, like when I've just said it like that, there's a long list, but as I said, they're quite small, manageable things. I'm so excited to dive into this new year with all those goals in mind and put them into my daily practices. So not just setting them and then forgetting, I'm actually putting them into my amazing step pace planner. You already know that this is my favorite thing in the world. But so that is all going to be put into practice, and I can't wait to look back at the end of this year now and then see what gets ticked off and what doesn't. I'm going to be splitting them also in throughout my monthly goals as well, so I've already got some in there that are in my January goals for the year, and then yeah, we can keep implementing them. Otherwise they're just going to sit in my notes and never get anything done with it. So that is my 2023 goals. I hope you guys got something out of this video. You've taken some goals on for yourself, or I've given you ideas of some of the ones that you want to do. I am creating some like new year content on my Instagram in reels and all that, like one of my goals. So if you're interested in that, I would love for you to go and check it out. My Instagram's just Mariah_Martinegro. I am going to be creating a vision board after this, and that will be on my reels as well. So if you want to see my vision board, then you should go and check that out. I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing new year, and I can't wait for all the content to come. Bye.